Hey there friends, welcome to another one of my videos. In today's episode, we're going to be tearing down this old deck that was previously built with regular lumber and it was getting rotten like in less than a year. So we're gonna tear this out and install a concrete slab. It'll be 25 by 13 and it's gonna be stamped concrete. The design will be Arizona flagstone, which is similar to the rocks you see down there. It's gonna make that pattern. Once concrete is complete, we cover it to protect it. We also square up 23 by 11. That's our outline gonna be. And we set the posts on 6 by 6 post brackets. The treated lumber is not supposed to touch the concrete so it can last longer. It's supposed to go on these brackets. We begin the installation. As you can see, we finished putting all our bases, and now we begin with the posts, holding them with braces. Just one brace on each side. It'll hold it until we get the top beams, which are gonna hold the roof. We are gonna be using 2 by 12s with half-inch plywood in the middle so it can become stronger and give us those 3.5 inches. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your support in this channel, and also I've also made these videos in Spanish. For my Spanish channel, check out my description, and you'll be able to see it in Spanish. We attach the 2 by 12s together. With the half-inch plywood in the middle, we leave it 2-inch gap, so the other two 2 by 12s that go against it, that join it, is gonna go right in there. Well, we're finally done with the frame. As you can see, the 2 by 12s are put together, and now we start with the roof process. We put the braces. Something very important is to have the posts level and all the corners level, and that's how you hold them with braces. We start with the rafters. To get the measurements of the rafters, I use an app. I will leave the name in the description, and you can check it out. It's a really great app that I used, and these rafters came out just perfect. On the rafters, we use 2 by 6s, which is the recommended one. Hips, and for the ridge, we will be using 2 by 8s, which are stronger because they're gonna be the ones holding the weight. We begin the installation of the plywood and covering the fascia with 1 by 8 cedar board. We're gonna be covering this gazebo with cedar board all around, which is the soffit, the fascia, and the posts. Something I would advise is to make sure and grab straight boards because they tend to get crooked pretty easy, and especially cedar. On the roofing part, we installed the drip edge, and we're just matching the shingles with the shingles on the house. After completing the roof, we begin the installation of the soffit. Right here we had to add another 2x4 so we could put a 1x12 right there in the soffit part, because we had a little bit bigger gap, and that way it'll be just perfect. Something I would like to emphasize about is that you're supposed to use stainless steel screws on Cedar. Something to do with the chemicals and with the other screws. You can already start seeing the beauty of this gazebo with this cedar look, and we're starting to cover it from the top to the bottom. We begin installing the trim parts, which is we rip them about 3 inches to cover the little gaps, and that will give it a better look, and it'll make it stand out. I start cutting the corner supports, which are gonna make it look way better and give it support. We use 2x8s, and we just cut them on an angle with the jigsaw. And we're also going to be covering them in cedar with 1x8 cedar. To cover the posts, we installed a 1/2 inch plywood on one side, so all of the sides will look similar to the rest of the sides. We might have to rip some, maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/8, so it can look more closer to each other. Don't forget to pre-drill before before installing these screws, because otherwise it'll crack that cedar. We installed the corner supports with 5-inch screws, and right here we just use a 1x4 cedar to do the arch on the corner pieces. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be seeing you soon.